because we cannot get resources from people above us, we are going to eat the people below us.
Is extreme wealth becoming more unequal, more egregious?
Yeah, it's always been, very unequal, but indeed it's getting worse and worse. The bottom 50% of the population in a country like the UK or France owns less than 5% of total wealth, which for 50% of the population is really very little. The top 1% is going to own, 30% of total wealth. And in any case, there's nothing you can do about it because, we have put in place a system of free capital flows such that, there's no way to go back. It's a one-way ticket forever for the rest of history. The very rich won't pay tax, and the nice immobile people from the middle class and
You're
lower class,
stuck, basically.
you will have to pay for them, and that's tough life. Too bad for you. And then what do you get? That people are so disgusted, with this working of the economic systems, and in the end, because you tell them they cannot look up and they cannot do anything with people at the top, they start looking down and they say, okay, so because we cannot get resources from people above us, we are going to eat the people below us. And who are the people below us? The poor, the migrants, the foreigners, whatever, and you start eating them. That's not going to solve the problem of the middle class. So at the end of the day, this is a situation that is just not sustainable.
So why haven't governments then adopted wealth taxes? Why is it so difficult for governments to make that decision?
Because this will force, government to renounce to treaties that were signed in the past, which they still feel very attached to, and they are afraid that if they do that, they will enter an area of complete, international chaos where everybody will do what's wrong. And look, I understand.
They're afraid, basically. You're saying
they're afraid, and I can see why. But at the same time, there are limits to this fear. And at the end of the day, you end up in a situation where, this entire system of free trade and free capital flow is collapsing in front of us.